Communication is a big part of project management. In Project, you can print views or reports to distribute to stakeholders, management, and team members. You can also copy the contents of project views and reports to paste into another program. So if you want to print a view, first select it. Go to the View tab, click the bottom half of the Gantt chart button, and choose Tracking Gantt. In this case, I have the summary table applied, which is the one that I want to see. Well, the first thing you need to do is drag the divider so you can see all the columns that you want in the table. The other thing is to adjust the time scale to show the date range you want. In this case, I'm going to go to the timescale drop-down list and choose months, and that compresses the schedule. Well, now go to the File tab and click Print. You can see a preview of the view on the right side of the screen. Now on the left side, you have all the usual settings for printing. So you can choose the printer, you can choose landscape or portrait orientation, you can choose the size of the paper, and up at the top you can choose the number of copies you want to print. There are a few other settings. So for example, if you click this down arrow, you can print the entire project from start to finish, or you can print specific dates or specific pages. We can see here you can also set the dates in the From and To boxes, or the pages. You can also set up the printed view by clicking Page Setup at the bottom. So for example, I'm going to click the Legend tab. Well, you see in the preview that this legend takes up quite a bit of space, and initially it's set to print on every single page. So what's usually a better choice is to select Legend Page. That way you have one page with the legend, and the rest of the pages are devoted to your project. The View tab also has a couple of interesting settings. If you turn on the checkbox for Print All Sheet Columns, then every column in the table will print in the view. Or if you choose the next one, Print First 3 columns on all pages, in this case, the ID, task name, and duration would all print on every single page. For this particular report, you might want to do the first 2 columns so that you can see the ID and task name for all the values and things you see on the other pages. Well, once you have all the settings the way you want, just click the Print button. If you want to put a picture of a view in another program, there's a really easy way to do that. Let's go back to the ribbon, click the Task tab, then click the down arrow next to Copy and choose Copy Picture. That way you can choose what you're going to copy it to, you can specify what you want to see, and you can even choose the time scale. And when you click OK, it goes to the clipboard, and then you can paste it into something else, like a slide in PowerPoint. You can also print graphical reports. To do that, go to the Report tab and run the report you want. For example, I'll go to the Dashboards and choose Cost Overview. Well, to print this, just go to the File tab and click Print. The right side shows the preview, so if it looks like what you want, you've got all the usual settings on the left, and if you've got the right printer and the right paper size, just click Print. Just like views, you can also copy graphical reports to another program. So we'll go back to the ribbon, and you can see that we've got our graphical report here. In this case, I want to take these 2 charts on the right-hand side, and I'm going to put them in a Word document. Well, to do that, I just drag over the elements that I want to copy, and now you can see that they're selected. I'll go back to the Task tab and click Copy, and now those elements are on the clipboard. So at this point, I could just switch over to Word, use Paste, and they're in that file. A few clicks is all it takes to print a view or report. If you want to include parts of a view or report in another file, like a status report, you can do that too.